As a Manchester United fan, I would love to see Michael Carrick succeed at Manchester United. I would actually love to see Michael Carrick be the next Pep Guardiola. I would love to see his bravery. I would love to see his tactical analysis of the game, his in-depth reading of the game, and how he deploys his players, and the bravery at which he can carry out his assignment at different levels of football. Manchester United is a big team, and constantly a lot of Manchester United managers will be under pressure, and that pressure sometimes becomes really enormous and break these managers down. But then one thing is that I will be sentimentally attached to a former Manchester United player whom I thought was very diligent for Manchester United, went about his business in the most modest of manners, and now have been given that opportunity to show what he can do as a manager, not just as a player. Michael Carrick for Manchester United as a player was excellent. He was an assured midfielder who supported attack as well as defended with the defense. And, he was a class act for me as a midfielder coming in from Tottenham Hotspur. I thought that is it West Ham or Tottenham? Michael Carrick come from, whichever where he come from, he was actually a top midfielder for Manchester United, right? If we look at what he has been able to achieve in the last two games, he's done well. His first stint at Manchester United saw him win 2 games and 1 draw. As a matter of fact, we can say that Michael Carrick has not lost a game as a manager of Manchester United, right? Clearly, that is perfecto. But then, this is not enough to start giving him that shout to become the permanent manager. But I would want to see Michael Carrick succeed as a Manchester United manager, and this is the reason why I think that one thing I like about him, he stated it that he is not getting carried away with the results. These are just 2 games, and these are games of significant importance to the fans, and we have managed to play them in a very, very good manner. Now other teams will bring other form of test to Michael Carrick. Yes, the teams that will sit back to soak pressure against Manchester United, the teams that will come negatively against Manchester United, we want to see how Michael Carrick, because we know that this is a manager that is eager to show himself, a manager that is eager to show the world what he wants. And one thing he did actually that gave me a little bit of trust, to begin to look at Michael Carrick is this. Clearly, he stated that he is not looking at going further. I think that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer wanted a guarantee that if I qualify this team for Europe, then I have to be the permanent manager. I think that was not the case with Michael Carrick. Michael Carrick was more of a man that wanted to just help the team get over the line, and if the board finds him suitable to become the manager on permanent basis, then he will go. So whatever happens at the end of the season. But for now, I think that the shout for Michael Carrick to become the next manager for Manchester United is quite early. And I love Michael Carrick that he is not taking, he's not looking at the results, and he's not getting carried away by how Manchester United have played, how he has set up the players. What we are actually going to be looking at right now is the consistency to what Michael Carrick will be doing with the boys, is the consistency in the level of play, the consistency in tactics and pattern of play. That is what most Manchester United fans will be looking at. I am not with Roy Keane when he says whether he does well or whether he not do well, he does not deserve to be Manchester United manager. That is wrong for me. No top manager started as a top manager. They were interim, they were plan B, they were coaching the youth team and all of that. And when they came into the first team, they proved their mettle. And one thing I've seen with Michael Carrick, I did not see with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, is the bravery to do things in a different way. He is actually quite brave, and he is deliberate with his setup against teams. I didn't believe that he was going to go toe-to-toe against Arsenal, and I felt like he studied the game in-game. Like his in-game management, I think, is actually top-notch. He takes risk, and that is what I love about him. He takes risk. When Dogu got injured, that he came, he put in an attacker, not a defender. After Manchester United went 3-2 up, looking at the game, almost at the tail end of this of the game, he now brought in Mazraoui to help seal up things, and that worked perfectly. So I thought that his game management was good in both games, Man City and Arsenal, and I believe that going further, Michael Carrick would show us some other things that he has in himself as a manager. But for now, I don't think that giving him the permanent manager shout is good. I think that it is too early, but then I want to see him succeed, and I hope that Michael Carrick will succeed as a Manchester United manager. See you again in my next video. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section.